Hi everyone, welcome back to Casting Blog and welcome back to another new video. So in today's video, I have the Samsung Galaxy M36 5G smartphone. Please note that this is not a paid or sponsored video, so I purchased this device for myself. On Amazon, it is being currently sold for $13,999. And then if you're having any bank offers or credit card offers, you can club them and then you can get it for even lesser as well. Now the variant that I chose is the 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. What made me to buy this product is some of the features I think which is really nice in this budget category. The first one is the 120 Hz Super AMOLED display that it comes with. So I think it's going to make your content viewing experience really nice, really rich. So we're going to test that later, but then that's one of the reasons. The second reason is the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection that it comes with, so which is really wonderful. So definitely your screen gets a little bit more tougher for your day-to-day wear and tear, so I think you should be good on that. The third thing is the 50 megapixel camera, which has the optical image stabilization, which is really nice to have in this particular range. Some of the other things that it comes with as well is the Google Gemini, which is your good to have AI features, and also you have the circle to search, you have the magic eraser, so if you want any unwanted object to erase in the background, you can do that as well. Also, this is secured by Knox in other way, how Samsung terms it, which means you can keep your passwords and files securely without having that fear of exposing it to the intruders. And it also comes with NFC, so you can set up your cards, your driving license, and all those things virtually. And for making payments, you can use the contactless method to pay using your phone directly, so you physically don't need a credit card, which is absolutely wonderful to have in this particular price range. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the unboxing and the first impression of the Samsung Galaxy M36 5G. We have the Samsung branding and the Galaxy M36 5G, and at the side it's just mentioned as Galaxy M36 5G. There are some information at the bottom and also some information at the back. So let's go ahead and remove the seal, and it's pretty much the typical seal that we get these days with all the smartphones. That's the first one, and let me also remove the second one from here. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the box. We have the phone here, and then also here there is a package. So let's go ahead and see what we get inside. We get the SIM ejector tool at the bottom. Let me go ahead and remove this. And inside this we get a quick start guide and a USB Type-C to Type-C cable. So I'm going to keep this to a side. Let's now focus on the device itself. It's pretty much recycled packaging from Samsung, so there's a place to pull this up. This is how it looks like, so let's go ahead and remove the packaging and just slide the phone out. So this is how it looks like. So I'm going to show you the sides. So I ordered the velvet black, so this is how it looks like. And this definitely creates a gradient when it's exposed to the sunlight. And on the sides, this is plastic, and we also have the fingerprint scanner and the volume up and down. And on the side, SIM ejector tray. At the top, there is a microphone. At the bottom, we have the USB-C, the speaker, and another microphone as well. At the back, where we have the camera, so we have the 50 megapixel camera, and then a 2 megapixel and an 8 megapixel with a flash. So let me go ahead and turn on the phone now. So I have to press and hold this button. And it powers on. It says Galaxy secured by Knox. That's one of the good things about the Samsung device is that it really comes with Knox and the secured folder. It's taking a little bit of time, so we'll give it some time to load up. It says powered by Android. So when the feel of the phone is really good, it feels really solid on the hands, and which is absolutely wonderful to hold. And nowhere it feels it's a budget phone, because the aesthetics of the phone is really something I liked it. So here it says welcome, and then we'll click on start. The language is like English India. It says add a SIM card to connect to a mobile network. I will do that later. I'm going to select the end user license and the privacy policy. So click agree. It says easy setup with another device, Galaxy or Android device, iPhone, or setup manually. So I'll do like setup manually for now. And if you want to add a Wi-Fi, you can do that. I'm going to skip that for the moment. It says copy apps and data. I will do that later. So I will say don't copy. This is what the time is, and it says time and date. I'm going to just select as next. It says protect your phone, face recognition, fingerprints, pattern, PIN, password. So I'll set that up later, or we can probably set the fingerprint. So let's use the fingerprint, like PIN and fingerprint. I'm going to just use that at 1111. I'm going to change that eventually. So I'll use anyway, and then it's 1111. Click OK. Pins set as screen lock, so we'll click on next. Fingerprints, it says continue. More about fingerprints: for your security, you need to enter your pattern, PIN, or password from the time to time as backup of your biometrics. Continue. It says place your finger on the sensor, then lift it off when the percentage goes up. So I'm going to use this. So you have to do this like multiple times. It says change the position of the fingers. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so the fingerprint has been added. I'll click on next. And continue. Use location services, allow scanning, send usage and diagnostics data. For Google services, I'm going to just select that for the moment and click accept. It says Samsung services. It also gives you the auto blocker, block apps from unverified sources, customization services, and personal data intelligence. So I think we can check or uncheck these things if you want. So of course, I mean, you can select that, and I'll click on agree. It says choose your display, light or dark. I'm going to keep that as light for now so we can see the resolution. And it says please wait, and it's setting up. And it says get recommended apps, smart tutor from Samsung. Apps will be downloaded when you are connected to the Wi-Fi. I will just click next because we can always uninstall them if we don't want. So it says you're all set up. Home. Press on home. Experience Samsung services. So I can click on agree. And this is how the home screen looks like. You can see the color reproduction is very nice, and this is a Super AMOLED 120 Hz display. You can see some of the widgets which are already there, and let's take a look at the software version. So if I come to about the phone and software information, it says it's running One UI 7 and it's Android 15 straight out of the box. It's really snappier, it's really quick. So if I want to just lock the screen, and then if I want to unlock it, I can just double tap and then just touch once, and it's really spontaneous. Let's do that one more time. So just do a double tap and It's really quick. It's really quick. It's really snappy, and this feels like really solid in the hands. So the display is very nice. Again, I would say. So let's go ahead and take a look at the camera. So this is how it is showing. So I'm just like trying to project it to the outside so you can see it a little bit, but then I'll just add some videos and images for your reference so you guys can check. Let's check at the selfie camera. So this is how it looks like. It is very clear, and as you can see, it's able to show that contrast, which is very nice. I somehow tend to miss this on my iPhone, but on this one this feels really good. So you also have your video mode over here, which is actually it is now trying to record at full HD at 30 frames per second, but you can change that to your UHD as well. So it lets you take like 4K and 30 FPS, which is like really great. So you also have the portrait mode. So you want to take a portrait mode for your front camera. You can also use for like taking your selfies. We also have the typical Samsung UI over here, but this has like very less bloatware and feels really snappy, as you can see. So let's now go ahead and take a look and try to play a video. So let me go to YouTube, and let me play a video for you guys so you can see. And let me make it like full screen, and this is kind of like I'm using it in the daylight, so you can see the color production is very nice. And I can also increase this resolution. It's currently playing at like 4K, but then which is really awesome. And well, of course it has those a little bit of thicker bezels at the bottom, and the drop notch at the top, but then it doesn't make much difference. And you can see the viewing angles to be like very good. So I'm almost like tilting it towards the daylight, but then again you can see the colors to be really nice, and it's readable. We can view it. It's very nice. So of course the camera is not doing the justice, but I can bring this to a little bit closer so you can see it about the color quality. So I think Samsung has done really a wonderful job with this one. It's currently being sold on Amazon with the Great Indian Sale for 13,999, but then if you can have some other discounts clubbed, you can get it for much lesser. And let's hear about one of the audios and see how's the sound quality. So let me try to find some no copyright music, and you can see that it's really quick, it's really snappy. Well, of course the thumbnails are not loading up. It's because my internet is a bit slower, but then otherwise it's really quick, and you can feel that 120 Hertz refresh rate, which is really awesome. So let's play this one and see how's the audio quality. Okay, so the audio quality is really good. So here's the difference. If you're using an iPhone or any other like high-end phones which comes with a stereo speaker, and then if you're using this one, I would still say that it's not as bad as it used to be earlier, when they used to give like just one speaker at the bottom. So I can definitely see some improvement on the speaker, which gives you that the effect of the bass and treble, and it just tries to create that immersive experience as much as possible. Of course you cannot compare the the speakers with a premium phone which has like dual speakers at the top and at the bottom. So but then again, this is trying to do a great job. It's not distorted, it's not having that the more focus on the treble, but then it just tries to deliver that good balanced experience with bass, treble, vocals, everything. So which is really a nice thing, as I can see. Um, at the back, we have the camera bump over here, but then this feels really premium if you see. So many of the Samsung's flagships get this kind of like design. Even on the Fold, we get this kind of a camera mod. But this looks really nice, and nowhere you can really make it out that it is a budget phone. But then now I would say that in terms of the performance, it has been very nice as far as we have just done some testing. And in terms of the camera and at the back also, this looks very premium. And of course it's plastic, it's not metal, but then this feels very premium. So you will have to understand that this does not supports like wireless charging, as I have checked. So that is one of the areas I think it's a bummer. So otherwise I just feel the product to be very nice. And I'll go ahead and use this product for a few days, and then I'll go ahead and share my experience with how this product has been. Now I also have the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra, which I'm going to pair this with this device, and then we will see how it syncs up with this device and how good the process is between these two devices. So this will be my primary device for a few days, and I'll be testing and using this, and I will just get back to you guys with some more information once I have some more updates. In terms of the design, I would say that it's a little bit like wobbling, as you can see, and this is because of the camera module that it has. So it's not very stable, because it will eventually it will wobble a little bit, but I think that's okay, because most of the people would be getting a case for the back, so that would actually suppress that problem to a good considerable extent. And many people, they just use it with holding the phone, so that may not be a big problem. But holding and the feel of the phone is really awesome. It feels really good to hold, and then it gives that good grip on the sides, so which is really nice. So if you have enjoyed with the unboxing and the first impression of this Galaxy M36 5G, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more interesting content. I'm also going to do a detailed review of this phone after I use it for a few days. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.